to the very first episode of Chasing Chickens. I am so excited. If we haven't met yet, I am Dr. Allison DeBardo-Goggin. You might know me from Little Black Bag Functional Medicine. You might know me from doTERRA Essential Oils. You might know me because I've authored quite a few books on functional medicine and have all kinds of different groups. But I am here because this is a love project for myself and for you, really. So this podcast is my love letter to people who are like me, who are chronically ill or sick and tired of being sick and tired, who don't have answers, who feel lost and confused. And I called this Chasing Chickens because I felt like I was called to the chicken or the egg situation whenever I talk with patients, especially in functional medicine, right? Because we can go, well, oh my gosh, is it mold? Is it genetics? Is it food? Is it my fault? Did I do something wrong? And sometimes we'll just never have those answers. And that is so scary and difficult and puts us through such a mind shift, and to be honest, a whole mind fuck that we might never be the same again. And warning here, this podcast, I'm going to be myself. I am going to swear. I'm going to curse. We're going to talk about spirituality. We're going to talk about shamanic practices. We're going to talk about everything weird, wellness, and chronic illness. And I almost called this podcast chronically silly because I was like, let's just be free. I want to be free. I want to be me. I want to be who I am, and that's what I'm going to do. So if that's not your deal, peace out. Thank you for being here. I'll still be here if you ever need me, but I am going to really just connect with you here. I'm so used to talking medically, informationally. I sound like a textbook. I go, very masked, if you will. And you can listen to that information in my Functional Wellness with Dr. Allison podcast. I'm still running that, still going to keep giving you great functional medicine information every single week when I can. And you're still going to get take-home help every single week, whether you get that here or there or anywhere else in the world, Facebook, Instagram, follow me. But I want to share my story. I want to share what I've been dealing with, not only through my whole life, but what's been going on now. I want to bitch, I want to complain, and I want to collaborate with you. My goal here is to create incredible connection with intention with you. So here's what led this to Chasing Chickens. Then there's no chickens involved at all. I have two main businesses. I have my functional medicine practice and I have my doTERRA essential oil practice. And well, I've always been authentic and very true to myself. I have this amazing business coach. I've had amazing business coaches over the year, and we really just focused in this year about like, what is my mission and my passion and my purpose? And I'm like, oh my God, it's like the same thing that I've been talking over and over again. Nothing's changed. I'm still very masked. I'm still very professional. And when I got sick in 2020, ulcerative colitis, AKA my life was destroyed by medical negligence and medical malpractice. And I'll share that story in the next episode because I like to keep my podcasts short-ish, like 15 minutes. Okay, we can get around that. And I'm really good with what I do with my work in functional medicine and with oils. And over the past now 3 years, I've been stuck in this blame and shame and guilt of like, wow, I'm really good at practicing functional medicine, but I can't heal myself. I am so freaking sick and I'm in so much pain. And then I have to get on calls with patients and be like, I'm great. Let's fix you. And I can fix you, but I can't fix myself. What the fuck is wrong with me? Who am I to help other people if I can't even help myself? And the realization is that, one, a lot of things can't be fixed. And my analogy that I'll share when I tell you my full story is that I was sitting in, and this is not what happened. This is my metaphor, my analogy is I was sitting in my car listening to music at a red light, following great life directions. I'm an excellent driver, and a semi barreled up into me going about 80 miles an hour and crashed into my car and totaled my life. And there was nothing I could do to prevent that. There was nothing I could do to alter the course of my life or my health. There was no way I even saw that coming because I was doing the right things and someone hurt me. And I've let that block me from sharing, one, my own story, but two, being able to reach more people because I'm like, oh God, I'm so sick. Oh, like, how can I help other people? But when you're chronically ill with, I hate to say this word, but my God, a disease like I have ulcerative colitis that is incurable. I can put it in remission, but I haven't even been able to do that yet. Like, I know a lot of people feel the same way about their health. We've lost so much when we lose our health, our relationships, our finances, our energy, our fun, our love, our life. My parenting has changed. My marriage has changed. Everything has changed. And it's not gotten better, right? But it has too, as well, because I've learned so much. And my health journey really has led me to the main thing, which is having to let go of control. And I have to change my paradigm that I can't prevent every little thing. I can't prevent every little illness. I can't prevent the big things or the little things. And that the paradigm of wellness that everyone wants to tell you, like, oh, if you just take vitamin D, you can prevent autoimmunity. I'm like, no, that's not how this works at all. Like, there's so much that we don't even know that's going on in our environment that is making us sick that we have to change our paradigm. And I'm going to share these stories of how my journey led me to reinvent myself, how I led me to reinvent my practice, how I look at how health works. I'm going to share the tough stories about what I've been through, the reality of the wellness world as well, and my purpose and my passion and my education, my knowledge, which is so much fun, has led me to be my own experiment, to try new things and to do crazy things. My mind is going to Gwyneth Paltrow's interview that she did where she's like, oh, I've done rectal ozone. I'm like, hey, me too. Because if you don't feel good, you're going to do weird ass shit to try and feel better faster. And I'll talk about that later. But I'm here because I can try these things and do the research. And on the patient side, I get to go, yeah, I took this and it didn't do anything. Or, yeah, I tried these things and it helped a lot. You should try this too. And give you the options and the opportunities to experiment and experience and really find what fulfills you. So, not only are we going to talk about the health point, because that's my favorite stuff to talk about, but we're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about codependency and therapy and spirituality and meditation, like all these things. So, um, I'm going to say things that are difficult to hear and honestly difficult to say. And I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to offend you or upset you or make you feel bad about yourself. That's not my goal. Um, and if you aren't feeling this or you don't agree, then cool, like move on, you do you. Um, and we don't have to live our life the same way. And we can learn from each other too. And there's value in changing how we think. And there's value in listening to people we don't agree with so that way we can examine our biases and our beliefs and go deeper into exploring how we feel, and that way we can define it and then share it and then grow even more. And one of the biggest things that has driven me to this point is that I love human design and gene key information. And that's where you type in your birthday and place of birth and all your zodiac stuff, and it comes up with all this information. And oh my goodness, we'll go into that later. But that information that came back to me was like, well, one, everyone goes, oh my gosh, how did they know? Of course, right? And my gene key, my human design says that I'm here to constantly expand and begin new projects and grow organically. That my most powerful gift is to help you launch your new life. And I am extremely intuitive. And so knowing this, allow me to guide you. If you're here, that's what we're here to do. And a lot of what I will say, and this is quote from human design, is to shock you into a new awareness. And that really scared me like 10 years ago when I learned about this. I'm like, no wonder people don't like me, because I'm always saying shit that shocks them. Like, hey, don't do that. You're being stupid. I don't talk to people like that, but you know what I mean? Like, I trigger people. And so cool, be triggered with me and see what beliefs are coming up for you and how can you use that to move forward. And I'm going to share my triggers with you as well. And this is why we're here, because we're going to challenge our mindset. We're going to challenge our beliefs about our health and what it really takes to take on the big stuff in chronic illness. And it won't be perfect. It won't be professional, but it will be here. And I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be here for you as well. And one of the big things I want to say before I close out here is that I am not going to sit here and say, you have to learn to push through. You have to learn to overcome. You have to learn to take your bad days and make them good days. I truly don't believe that anymore. I used to do that. Shit, I took patient phone calls. I did not stop working when I was in the hospital near death. I was still like, I'm fine. Let's hop on a quick phone call. Don't do that shit. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, let's talk about chronic illness and overcoming it. No, absolutely not. We're going to talk about illness, not feeling well. We're going to talk about managing it and managing our emotions and our energy around it. But we're not going to sit here and say, here's how you heal, here's how you fix, here's how you push yourself so hard that you keep yourself sick. That is bullshit. You don't have to do it. So I hope you join me for this ride, however long it lasts. I hope you find me on social and interact. I hope you jump all in with me. And if you have topics you want me to explore with you, I would be happy. Or you dip a toe in and you go, this lady sounds a little crazy, but wow, her story sounds a lot like mine, and we can do this together. So thank you for being here, and we'll see you next week.